Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the freshly dropped album by Lloyd Banks, HHVI, The Six of Swords. This is the sixth installment in his Halloween Havoc series, and given its release on October 31st, 2025, it carries that exact seasonal energy. I want to take us through context, standout tracks, themes, production, what works, what doesn't, and ultimately give my verdict. Strap in. This will run about 10 minutes, so grab your headphones. Lloyd Banks hails from Southside Jamaica, Queens, New York, and has long been respected as a punchline rapper, part of 50 Cent's G-Unit movement back in the 2000s. The Halloween Havoc series is something of a tradition for him, dropping around Halloween with gritty bars and that streetwise flavor. With HHVI, The Six of Swords, the title itself references the tarot card meaning transition, moving away from conflict or difficulty, so even the name signals something deeper than just another rap tape. Given his career trajectory, years deep in the game, numerous projects, mixtapes, etc., this album comes at a point of reflection. Banks isn't chasing mainstream radio or chart gimmicks. He's keeping the lane that made him respected. There are no features. Banks is alone on this project, which is interesting in itself. The tone is darker, more cinematic, with moodier production rather than radio-friendly hooks. Thematically, it leans into introspection, reflections on loyalty, survival, the street life, and what it means to evolve. One of the most notable elements is the beat selection and overall soundscape. According to one review, the project's production is darker, moodier, and cinematic, minimal yet textured, allowing Banks' gravel tone delivery to sit front and center. Tracks like Eat What You Kill and The Eye Test lean into eerie loops and heavy drums, while Made a Fool of Me uses piano chords and soul flips to touch more emotional ground. However, there is the critique that the production doesn't deviate enough from his usual lane. Some beats feel safe, derivative, or too homogeneous. The suggestion is that a stronger collaboration with heavyweight producers, e.g. The Alchemist, Hit Boy, might have elevated the vibe. Overall, a solid musical backdrop that supports the lyricism. This is where Lloyd Banks excels. His wordplay, cadence, and the ability to weave bars with intent remain strong. From the thematic perspective, loyalty, betrayal. He touches on who switched up, who stayed real. Survival, being in the trenches, coming out the other side, and the scars, evolution, and purpose. Asking, what's your purpose, becomes a central question. He's not just rapping for fun, he's reflecting on legacy. Some standout lines. Made peace with my past, the pain became design. Now every scar is proof I made it out alive. While Banks nails many bars, there are criticisms. The pacing and some lyrically lighter moments mid-album feel less impactful. His singing attempts on certain tracks are also flagged as weaker. Here are some songs that jumped out to me. Book of Records and A Confident Record, classic Banks, reminds you why he still matters. Eat What You Kill, dark, aggressive, old school edge. What's Your Purpose? The closing track, thematically heavy, asking big questions about meaning and legacy. Made a Fool of Me shows Banks dipping into more melodic, soulful territory while staying serious lyrically. Each of these tracks offers something slightly different, from grit to reflection, straight bars to introspection. What works? Banks' consistency. He still brings sharp bars, clear voice, authentic street perspective. Cohesive mood and tone. The album feels unified, carries a sense of purpose rather than just throwaway tracks. Focused theme. The swords and transition motif tie things together well. What doesn't work as strongly? Production could have pushed boundaries more. A few beats feel safe or too similar to his past work. For longtime Lloyd Banks fans, HHVI. The Six of Swords will feel familiar but matured. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but that's kind of fine. This isn't about chasing trends. It's about reaffirming identity. Compared to earlier projects, this one is more introspective and less about external flash. The title suggests movement away from conflict or distractions. He's older, wiser, and maybe more selective. In the current hip-hop landscape, where hooks often dominate and lyricism sometimes gets sidelined, Banks reminds us that the pen still holds weight. Some tracks mid-album lose momentum. The pacing dips and a few songs feel like filler rather than essential. His melodic singing moments aren't as strong as his rap bars. Some listeners feel those cuts falter. If you're someone who values lyricism, bars, real talk, and an MC with history and craft, this is for you. When? Late night drives, headphones on, letting the mood set in. It's not top 40 radio food. It's an experience. Don't expect trend-hopping features, huge party bangers, or radio-friendly fluff. This is deeper. To wrap things up, HHVI, the Six of Swords, is a statement. Lloyd Banks is saying, I'm still here, I know who I am, and I'm doing my thing on my terms. The sword imagery works, slicing through noise, moving from past conflicts, cutting away what's not needed, and stepping into a zone of clarity. If you're on the fence, give it at least 2 full listens. Sometimes the bars hit deeper on second go when you're dialed in. And if you're a fan, sit back and enjoy the ride. Thanks for watching. If you like this review, hit like, subscribe for more album breakdowns. Comment below your thoughts on the tape, what your favorite track is, etc. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.